Hello, welcome to Hungary. We're on the lookout for woodpeckers. So this week we've made it our mission. I've got the group of girls with me. We've made it our mission that we're going to find as many species of woodpecker as possible. So we're starting off with this lovely woodland, and the idea is we have 9 of them to find. Hopefully we can find all of them, but some of them would at least be lovely. So we have lesser spotted, greater spotted, middle spotted. We then have green woodpecker, black woodpecker, we have white-backed, we also have grey-headed, and then we have, those are mostly residential, but then we do have migratory species like wrynecks. So we're looking around the lovely forests. The reason Hungary is so good for them is because of the mixture of forests. So you get like oak woods, we also get, there's like dense forestry, there's orchards, there's actually a green woodpecker calling. But as well as these, like there's so many other species we can find. So another thing we're on the lookout for is like short-toed tree creepers. So hopefully we can find one. So we're going to have a listen, see what we can find, have a mooch around here. It's quite hot today. It's currently 12 degrees. But it's going to get up to about 22 at midday. So we've all got backpacks filled with water, liquids. So let's go see what we can find. So let me flick to Sarah. What do you need, my love? What is it? Wild boar? What? Sarah just shouted to me that there's wild boar. Is that your wild boar impression? Cool. Where are they?
Well, there's no boar for me. Despite looking, we were unable to relocate the mum and the babies again. Because of the amount of woodland found in Hungary, 22% of the land area is covered by forest or woodland. That's nearly 4.9 million acres of mostly deciduous oak woodlands with hornbeam, birch and beech as well, which is why this place is so good for woodpeckers. And that's only going to grow. 27% coverage is what the government is aiming for by 2030, and that's just insane. We wandered around the different woodlands, having a look for our target species and our woodpeckers, which is proving quite the challenge. So we spent the whole afternoon having a look around to see if we could find anyone, and we did spot someone. We managed to find one of our targets. Now, this isn't a woodpecker. This is a lizard. This is absolutely incredible. Just look at the blue on its throat. You could hear rustling, and there was various different lizards and reptile species hiding. But up above us, we managed to find a short-toed tree creeper. This little one had a nest nearby, so it was constantly peeping as we travelled around. So we left it be and moved on, which provided us with some luck, because in these woodlands, it's not just woodpeckers that are targets. You can also find species like pied flycatchers and the ever so confusing collared flycatcher. These are often seen above you in these bright oaks as they're hunted for flies. We did get a woodpecker. We got a lovely lesser spot, which Bethan took a picture of, before finding a green woodpecker, which myself and Ruth spent some time watching just to get ourselves familiar with the species before looking for someone else. Now, back at accommodation, this lovely Syrian woodpecker appeared, and that was the end of day 1.
Beth, what are we watching?
Grey-headed woodpecker.
Sarah as well. It's literally like the first tree next to us. So Bethan's buzzing. Nightingale. Just needed to pop out just once more. That's what woodpecker number 4? I've got it on.
That was insane. That was mad.
I know.
I've never seen one of those.
Give you an
before.
idea of where it was. There's the tree.
Buzzard, sorry.
That's the tree it was in.
Another buzzard. There's two.
And that's what you could hear calling. It was just sitting in that tree. Behind me, I think you can just see them. We've got Ruth and Rackie in the field. We've just been sitting on the track, hoping for it to do something after they found it first.
Holy moly.
That was so good.
There we go, buzzards. Did you get a nice picture, Beth?
Yeah.
Did you get a nice picture, Dan?
I think I've got a video.
Woohoo! Here we
That's
go.
what. So
Look at his little head. If you can see,
I will flick you around.
hopefully you'll be able to see. Might not be.
Look how cute he
He's
is.
so cute. What an amazing find.
You got one.
My screen is so dirty.
We've just been in like a dust bath.
I feel like a rhino.
That's such a niche reference, I love it.
Or an elephant when they scoop the dust up and put it on their
Yeah.
back.
I feel like a house sparrow. I've had a dust bath. I need a sandwich
I don't
now.
feel clean though.
Yeah.
Just protection from the sun.
Right, shall we have a sandwich? We'll have a photo review, and then we'll go track down our next woodpecker.
Oh, that was amazing! Excited.
Can I just show you how absolutely incredible this bird is? This grey-headed woodpecker spent hours just feeding in this woodland before flying out above Ruth and Rackie and then ending up right in front of us three. It just carried on calling and feeding, and it was such a magical experience just seeing it so close. And it was beautiful. The peat mines were filled with other wildlife as we wandered around. We had marsh harriers feeding each other. Great reed warblers sang for almost every bit of reed bed. We had this adorable penduline tit that was collecting nesting material, as well as having savvy's warblers that just seemed to pop up from anywhere. There was a constant noise coming from every reed bed around us. And this handsome chap in the form of a cuckoo also put on quite the show for us as we made our way back.
It's our last day and we're spending it back in the woodlands. So we're hoping to finally see black woodpecker well. We've seen it like bounce away in flight, so we'd like to see it well. Also need middle spot and also need white-backed. So we spent a few hours here the other day, same sort of spot. We had green woodpecker, we had lesser spotted. I can hear a turtle dove purring away. So we're hoping, we did see the black distantly that day, so we're hoping now that we're back we can try see it again. So we're just wandering around some of the areas. It's an extensive woodland, so it travels miles around us.
And did you think we would leave our woodland? The answer would be no. We were not ready to leave Hungary without finding a black woodpecker or even a middle spot. There was plenty of signs around, and we were just having a look before Sarah shouted out that she had seen a woodpecker. So we all looked up, found different spots, and there was just several of them. In our little corner of woodland, they had these adorable looking middle spotted woodpeckers. They're smaller than a great spot, bigger than a lesser spot, finding themselves smack bang in the middle.
We have now returned home. We had such a lovely afternoon. We went to the same woodland we normally do, but instead of going to the main area, we went around the back end of the woodland. And I'm just, we had such an amazing experience with the black woodpecker. It was clearly on territory. So as we were sitting down, just waiting, you could hear it calling and moving closer. And then after a little while of waiting, managed to to see it fly really close. I didn't understand what I was looking for. So I knew I was looking for one of the largest woodpeckers in the world. But in my head, when you think of woodpecker as a UK person, I still had it of like, oh, it's going to be like a bigger great spot type thing. No, we were like looking for a crow. So when you heard the wing beats come over you as it went between different trees, it was huge. It was literally one of the best experiences watching an animal out in the wild. And not only that, we also had middle spotted woodpeckers. So we have some lovely footage of those climbing up the trees. So overall, I think we've done pretty well, considering we've only had a week here. And admittedly, we didn't go to every woodland we could have done. We did go to quite a few, but we spent a lot of time looking around the peat mines, looking around wetlands, that sort of stuff. So we had a lot of wildlife and it's been amazing. So of the 9 woodpecker species we could have had in Hungary, I think we're ending it on 7. I want to say 7. We didn't get wryneck. We didn't get white-backed. Yeah, I think we end on 7. Amazing. I am so chuffed with that. And it's been such a great experience just being out with the girls again, going exploring, adventuring. And now we are going to relax, spend some time in our garden. I'll just show you the end of our garden. We've got the fire pit and we have our lovely accommodation and hot tub behind us. So we're going to finish the evening by eating everything out of the fridge. We're then going to chill out, and we have for the past few nights heard some Scots owls. So I think we're just going to sit outside and have a listen, see if we can hear these Scots and see if we can find them against the skylight, what tree they're in. So if we do find them, I'll put a clip in at the end. Otherwise, I will see you on the next adventure, finding birds and wildlife. See you soon.